The quote from the 23rd of April, which is when we did the show, the Daily Stoic, right here. He says, is very pertinent to your topic for today on the live stream. And so this is the quote from this book on April 23rd, the day we talked about how important your mind is. So the quote is from Marcus Aurelius. This is an easier one to say than the last one we tried to pronounce. Heraclitus. So this is the quote from Marcus Aurelius. He says, you have been formed of three parts: the body, the breath, and the mind. Of these, the first two are yours insofar as they are only in your care. The third alone is truly yours. So body, breath, and mind, the first two are yours insofar as you care for them, and the third is truly yours. So I'm going to read quickly here because this book here, this is the Daily Stoic. Probably one of my favorite books for sure. But it has these quotes from different Stoics throughout time. Lots of Marcus Aurelius in here. But then Ryan Holiday, which is kind of not my favorite guy, but he kind of puts it into normal terms. So this is what he says on it. The body can be ravaged by disease or injured or disabled in a sudden accident. It can be imprisoned or subjected to torture. The breath can suddenly cease because our time has come or because someone has taken it from us. Breathing can grow labored because of exertion or illness as well. But up until the very end, our mind is ours. It's not that the other two parts of life that Marcus mentions, our body and our breath, don't matter. They're just less ours than our mind. You wouldn't spend much time fixing up a house that you rent, would you? Our mind is ours, free and clear. Let's make sure we treat it right. There you go. There's some readings for today. So take care of your mind. I do believe that is something, your attitude is key to everything you do in life. Your attitude, your perspective on things. And once you realize that you can't control a whole lot in life, the one thing that you can control is how you react to things. And that has everything to do with your attitude, everything to do with your perspective in life. And that comes from your mind. And you have to practice that. You have to work on it. So that's one aspect of it. And the other one is your creativity, your creative muscles. And so we're going into a time here where robotics and AI are going to replace a lot of the things that we do in life. A lot of jobs are going to be lost to robots and AI. And so the one thing that we're going to need to have is a creative mind. We're going to need to know what questions to ask, what prompts to make. And there's a big difference between competing and creating. When you're competing, you're doing the same thing as everybody else, and you're competing against the majority of people. When you're creating things, you're competing, you're doing your own thing. You're not really competing against anybody. You're just doing what you do and adding value to the world. So there are big differentiations there. So that's what I wanted to talk about today for the daily block